Hello, good people. I trust that you guys are fine, and thank you so much for clicking to watch today's video. My name is Mary, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, guys, I want to show you how to do a natural hair afro puff at the comfort of your home. Okay, you just do this by yourself. And so, guys, at the moment I'm going in with my leave-in treatment, just to make sure that my hair is properly moisturized before I continue with the rest of the process. So I just applied a generous amount onto my hair, and I'm just massaging it properly into my hair and also into my scalp, and just making sure that there is no residue left anywhere and that it's all locked in to my hair. Okay, so now from that I go in with my detangling comb. For me, I'll be using an afro comb to detangle. So guys, this process also helps to lock in the leave-in treatment in the places that it's not been properly, massaged into the hair and scalp. And again, guys, you need to be very careful while doing this process. The reason being, if you are too extra while detangling your hair, or you use too much energy while detangling your hair, you might end up breaking it. So don't be too extra, use very minimal energy. Allow your comb to slide through the hair by itself. Be very gentle with your hair now, okay? So don't use too much energy, and with no time, if you're patient enough, your comb is going to slide through your hair without too much of a struggle, and your hair will be properly detangled. Okay, so I'm concentrating with the hairline because that's the point where I'm going to be working on most, and I'm not concentrating on the center part of it because that's the point I feel is going to form the puff. So detangle your hair until you're comfortable enough with how detangled it is. Now this depends on what you want to do with your hair, and yeah, as you can see, the places that I've detangled look longer than the center part of it, and I'm comfortable enough and I can continue with the rest of the process. So now I'm going in with my styling gel. So while your hair is wet, you don't really need to use a lot of styling gel, you just use a little bit of it. So I'm scooping a small amount of styling gel and applying it on my palm. I'm not using too much of it, okay? It's not a lot, just very little. And then now I'm going to apply it along my hairline, okay? And I'm also not applying it all the way through, like I'm not applying it from the roots all the way to the top. I'm just applying it on my roots only, okay? So I'm not also applying it all throughout my hair. I'm just applying it along my hairline because that's the place that I'm going to be working through. And then just make sure that you're comfortable enough with the amount that you've applied. If you feel like it's not enough, you can always add. For me, I'm only adding a little bit at the back, and then I want to go in with my improvised edge brush and see if it's going to brush through, but I realized it wasn't working perfectly, so I decided to go in with my afro comb and brush through. I'm not combing through with my afro comb because it may end up breaking my hair, so I'm just brushing through. And then when you feel like it's brushed through enough and that's it, I feel like my front part is okay, there's no need of brushing through. And then now we can go on and pull our hair backwards. I'm using this white shoelace for lack of a black one, but it's still going to work perfectly. And then tying it around my circumference of my head, okay? So just tie it around the circumference of your head and then start pulling backwards. So can you see how swiftly that's going? I'm not even using too much energy to pull it backwards. So guys, you can leave your puff at whatever point you feel comfortable. For me, I love pulling my elastic band or even my shoelace to the point where I feel like it's not moving anymore, and that's when I feel like my hair is properly in place. So you can pull your hair until the point where you feel works best for you, okay? So now I'm only going to tie once because I obviously can't stay with a white shoelace on my hair. And now at the point I'm going in with my black yarn that is thick enough. There's no need of pulling it all the way back again because the shoelace has already done that job for me. and now I'm going to tie it in place at the same point where the hair has been pulled. Okay, I'm going to tie it, not too tight, and I'm just also making sure that I don't overlap the shoelace, so that it's going to be easy for me to remove the shoelace. The shoelace was just meant to pull my hair backward. It was going to make it easy. Actually, a shoelace or an elastic band helps to pull the hair backward without too much of a struggle. You don't even struggle too much. It's not like using yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to tie it once or twice and then remove the shoelace. I'm also making sure that I don't tie it together with some strands of hair. So it's time to remove the shoelace. Okay, so again, you can still use an elastic band. If your hair is puffy enough, you can use a black shoelace and it still stay in place. But for me, I have to remove my white shoelace, okay, so it doesn't look awkward. And that was so easy. It came off so easily. And yeah, my hair is still in place. It's not messed up after removing the shoelace because now my thread or my yarn is in place. So I'm just going to tie it properly and not too tight, just comfortably tight, and that is it. So now the next process, guys, is just to make sure that all the edges or all the strands of hair are well laid. Okay, so you just go in with your edge brush. For me, it's just an improvised one, my old toothbrush, and then I'm going in with a little bit of styling gel and brushing through, okay, from the edges all the way back, brushing through with a little bit of styling gel, not too much, just a bit, for enough for the process. So guys, at this point, if you feel like your hair is dry, you can sprinkle a little bit of water onto it and it will help you, it will ease your process of brushing through. Actually, when your hair is dry, you tend to use a lot of styling gel, but when your hair is wet or damp, you use just a little bit of it. So at this point, I tried to do my edges and see if they were going to cooperate. They seemed to be cooperating. Sometimes they really give me a hard time, very, very stressful, and I don't even force them. They're not as perfect as I would want them to be, but anyways, we still move with how they want to work. Okay, so guys, this other side gave me a really hard time. It like totally refused to cooperate, but we still moved regardless. I kept hoping on it and went all the way to the end. I didn't give up on it, but it like totally had nothing to show for it. It like boycotted the whole process, refused to be seen totally, but it's still okay. The rest of the style is still fine. So I'm just using a little bit of styling gel, not even a lot of it, just a little bit. That will be it. As you can see, I don't even have a lot of edges to even show off, so it's still fine. See the difference? One side has something to show for it, the other one totally nothing to show for it, but it's still okay. So now from there, I'm just going to even out my puff. And yeah, so now after you do this, you go in with a head wrap. Okay, just to make sure that you tie the places that you've used styling gel and make sure that it's all together. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a head wrap, whichever that you come across, you just tie it and let the head wrap stay for at least 10 to 15 minutes. You can also do this is a quick fix that you can do in the morning. You can do this even at night and then sleep with the head wrap and remove the head wrap in the morning, and your hair will be good to go. So you can do this in the morning, immediately you wake up, before you do everything else to get prepared, and then go, or even probably 30 or 1 hour before you leave the house or whatever time that you'll be doing this. And see you when we're back. Okay, see you. So guys, we're back, and I took that time to just like glam up a little bit, and you can see my hair is all in place. So let's see how the back looks. And yeah, the back looks fine as well. Okay, you can see where my puff is. That's a puff, center puff. You can do a low puff, a high puff, a side puff, whichever you feel works best for you. So at the moment, guys, I'm just going in with my afro comb to again see if I can increase the volume of my puff. So you can do this, like comb out your puff just to increase the volume. I normally do this to make sure that my puff is visible enough. Forgive the light that's coming straight from my door, but I hope that my puff is visible enough. You can see like the volume is increasing. Okay, I also noted that my edges didn't even have too much of a difference, like totally look the same, like they're sisters, even though they're not twins, at least they're sisters. But yeah, so you can see my puff is more visible than it was before. And yeah, you can just do that and then keep your puff in place. And for me, I love to add some sheen onto my hair, just to add some shine. Okay, and that is good to go. My hair is all neat and good to go. So thank you for watching today's video. I hope that this video was helpful. Please leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, give me a like, and also tell me or suggest videos that you would want me to do. So until next time, adios. Mwah.